guys, it's Mrs. Cairo, and I'd like to introduce you to my son, Kelton. How old are you, Kelton?
10.
10 years old. He's a fourth grader, and we are making Plarn hair today. So we are going to demonstrate together how to make some crazy little creatures with Plarn plastic yarn hair. So, all right, Kelton and I are going to show you how to make our little Plarn hair characters. So you need a box, like a empty cereal box. This is an empty Cheez-It box. And when you pull those apart, there are these little flaps on them. So don't trim all those off. We're going to use that part. And Kelton and I are going to share this box. So I'm going to cut it in half. And we are both going to make face characters. So we're each going to draw a face. So start by making a letter U, a really big letter U. Now you might have room on the sides to make some ears, but we're sharing a box. So on this one, we don't have room for ears, but you can see that on this one, I had the whole box to myself, so I put ears. So we're going to trace over them with a marker so that you can see, because I know you can't see that very well. Now, it's important that I left this little flap at the top because we're going to use that to attach our parts. Now, let's make a silly face, Kelton.
Okay.
What face are you going to give yours?
I'm going to make him mad.
You're going to make him mad? I'm going to make mine goofy.
Because
really goofy.
I like mad.
You like mad faces? Okay, go ahead. Mine's going to be looking in two different ways. And mine's going to have big
that looks funny.
eyebrows.
That looks funny already.
It's looking both different ways. And I'm going to have a wacky mouth with a tongue sticking out.
That looks good already.
Thanks.
Like snake eyes.
Oh yeah, those big V's on the eyebrows make them look grumpy. Ooh, cool. Now, while you're working on that face, I'm going to start showing people how to make this part work for your Plarn. So we're going to cut right around this edge. I'm going to grab those scissors from you, please. Ooh, get some black lines on that cool looking face so they can see it. I am going to cut right around this big U shape. So that I have the face.
Oh, wait, am I doing the wrong marker?
That's okay. It can be gray or black or whatever colors you guys have at home. And then we're going to use this little flap because if you had a hole puncher at home, you could punch holes along there. But this little trick helps us get some holes for our Plarn. We're going to very carefully, just barely snip and pull out a little chunk and snip and pull out a little chunk. And this is where we're going to attach that plastic yarn. Ooh, your guy's looking very cool. And students, if you want yours to look grouchy, give it those eyebrows that go in. That's a very grumpy looking set of eyebrows.
Let's give him a mustache.
Ooh, a mustache is a good idea. And you might want a grown-up's help with this, especially if you're younger, like kindergarten or something, getting these little cuts in here so that you can add your hair. So now, while Kelton's doing that cool face, I am going to start adding hair. I think my guy should have brown hair. So I'm pulling out a piece of this Plarn that we prepared ahead of time, and I am going to use, whoops, I'm going to borrow those just for a second.
Okay.
Sorry, Kelton. I'm going to cut a piece of Plarn, and we are going to learn a thing called a lark's head knot. And I think I have a paper to say it. Yep. We're going to make a lark's head knot. We're going to fold a piece of Plarn right in half, and we're going to twist the end of this where the fold is, and we are going to poke it through the back of our character. Open this up to make a hole. See the hole? And then we're going to poke these two ends back through.
I have an idea.
You have an idea? Cool. Can I show you? Well, yeah. Oops. Look. I pulled too hard and it ripped. So I'm going to grab a new piece of Plarn and do it a little more softly. I'm going to poke it through and open it up and push this end through, and I'm going to very gently pull that down through. Now,
Almost done.
oh, and remember that if you do a horse, if you make a horse, it could certainly be a unicorn. Oh, and Kelton's got his angry,
I'm
grumpy
done.
face with a spiky head. Spiky
Yes.
hairdo. All
Spiky
right.
hair.
Whoops.
I like you.
Yes, cool. And you could always add
Love
a
it.
unicorn horn. And a unicorn could have the colorful pieces too. Or it could have ribbons, if you have wrapping ribbons. And all different colors. You could have a really fancy unicorn.
Okay, that's not gonna work. I was trying to put this down so that it looks more like hair.
Trying to fold it down.
Yeah, I'm trying to
I think
fold
it just looks like
down
he has a
the
little ponytail on his head.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Thanks, Kelton, for helping me.
Yep.